Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. A lot of talk, a lot of questions about the a6500 from Sony and the G85, or the G80 in Europe as it's called, from Panasonic. Understandably so, they're both 4K cameras, and some people are wondering, what should I buy? So, to start things off here, when we're discussing between the two, I made some notes. I have got, what do we have here? 4 reasons for you why you might want to consider that Sony a6500 over the Panasonic G85. So first and foremost, resolution, sensor resolution. We've got 24 megapixels versus 16. Granted, the 16 is no AA filter on the Panasonic G85, but that might bring us up to what? Possibly an arguable 18, maybe even 20 if you're being generous as far as equivalent. Essentially, though, it's still a 16 megapixel sensor, and the Sony is 24. So you got more resolution there on the sensor. Now, number 2, it's still the sensor, but I think it's worth differentiating, and that is that the image quality, you're going to have better dynamic range, you're going to have better color depth, and certainly better high ISO image quality on the a6500 sensor. This is 24 megapixels, but it is an APS-C sensor. So that's number 2 for why you might want to consider the Sony a6500 over the Panasonic G85. Number 3, we got 11 frames per second versus our 9 frames per second on the G85. So speed. It's not huge, but 11 versus 9 if you're somebody that shoots sports or shoots wildlife, 2 frames a second may be significant to you. Typically not for me, with what I shoot and the way I shoot, but certainly if you need speed, you got an advantage with the a6500 there. The last one we have is the maximum ISO. So kind of again tied into sensor, but you've got a higher max ISO limit of 51,200 versus 25,006 on the G85. So again, the advantage goes to the 6500 there. So those are 4 reasons you might want to consider the Sony a6500 over the Panasonic G85. What do you guys think? Are these reasons for you that are important to you, valid for you? Have I missed something that you guys think is a reason to consider the Sony over the Panasonic? Leave your feedback in the comments below. Love to hear from you and hear your thoughts. Thanks for tuning in, folks. As always, I will put links below. You can check out both these cameras, the G85 and the a6500, on Amazon. Check out the best price. Check out the user reviews. I always like to read the user reviews. Sometimes there's stuff that crops up I wasn't aware of. And stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com. Thanks.